A massive thanks to today's video sponsor Skillshare, the online learning community for creatives. It is very, very windy, and there's an F80 M3 there. So that's quite a good way to kick off this video. Would you rather have an F80 M3 or an early Nissan GTR for the same sort of money? But that's what this video is all going to be about. The subject's going to be, is 2021 a good time to buy a Nissan GTR? I know there's lots of people out there right now considering buying one. Apologies for the wind, by the way, because they are good value. I just had a little look on Auto Trader. The cheapest one on the net right now is £30,000. So it is a lot of money, don't get me wrong, but they definitely are great value for money. So this video is going to be about, is it worth buying a GTR in 2021? And secondly, I suppose, my summary on the whole GTR subject. Look, I know you lot are keen to see today's video, but let's give a quick brief on today's video sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community for creatives where millions of people come together to set their next step in their creative journey. Look, I was in a restaurant recently and I see a saying on the wall that said, everybody should have a hobby, and it's so true, man. So if you've got a hobby and you want to try and turn that hobby into a business, well, with Skillshare you can enhance on the knowledge that you have on that hobby and then maybe make a business out of it. Well, if you look at me as an example, that's exactly what I've done. I enjoyed making videos and I've made a career as a YouTuber by enhancing on my hobby. For example, if you go on Skillshare and type in, say, videography, you'll be faced with various classes from a wide range of creators at levels that suit you. Like here you've got filmmaking basics, below that you've got wedding videography, and then this one to the right, I like this one, hip hop videography, for those that might want to get into making music videos. It's dead easy to join their community, and you can join for as little as £7 a month. And Skillshare are kindly offering the first 1,000 people that click the link in the description below a free trial for a limited time only. Come on, man, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? So hit the link in the description below, give it a shot. If it ain't for you, at least you tried. It's all about trying. You've got nothing to lose, and you never know, you might find that hobby slowly forming into a business. Let's get on with the video. Here we go then. So this is my 2009 R35 Nissan GTR. It is an early car, obviously being an 09. I think they come out in 08, but perhaps not introduced to the UK market until a little bit after that. So this is, like I say, a really early one. It's obviously finished in the grey colour. They wasn't available in many colour options back then. My own car that I had for a couple of years, I actually sold a couple of years ago, that was storm white. I absolutely loved that car. I loved that colour. I think that's probably my personal preference in colour, but as this car sits in front of you, it does look amazing. Now, I have just been up and down that drag strip there a few times against a whole load of cars. If you want to see that video, click the banner in the top corner. And one of the cars that I did go up against was a stage 4.25 car. So this is a stage 4.5, so the difference sounds marginal, but cost wise there is a huge difference in cost. So if you want to see that video, go and hit the link in the top corner, or I'll put a link for it in the description below. So visually, I think they've got an unbelievable amount of road presence. They look amazing in front of you, they look amazing in pictures, and they've got a big fat rear end. I do really like the look of them. This is a black edition car, which there weren't too many variants. I think the main thing is, as you get in, you've got the red outline around the seats, which I actually really like. It's got heated seats, this car, and then other options consist of, off the top of my head, sat nav, which this car doesn't have, and yeah, that's pretty much about it. They weren't about spec, let's face it, but they do have Bluetooth for your phone and all the usual stuff that you'd want in your car as you're driving down the road. So under the bonnet, like I say, it's stage 4.5 Litchfield tuned, 750 brake horsepower. It's about 90 horsepower up from the stage 4.25. If it was night and day difference when you're sat in that driver's seat performance wise over my old GTR, which was stage 4.25. This has also got a quaife diff, which again I would say drastically improves the way the car drives. I just had some fun with it at the bottom end of the drag strip just there. yeah, it's sort of really twitchy as you floor it, but it tends to correct it really well. It definitely drives different to a car with a normal diff, but I can't put my finger on what feels different. It just feels a little bit more erratic. I suppose paired up with the additional power under the bonnet, it would do. So what I'm doing is, like I say, I've just done my day out on this drag strip, which was great fun, as you can imagine, and I keep getting asked to do content on this car. People have seen it on my website, like, Calvin, why is this car not on your channel more? It's been parked outside my office. I don't know why I've not filmed more videos on it. I am sorry, I've massively overlooked the situation, but what I decided to do on my journey home from here, I thought I'm just gonna do a little drive in the GTR. So very basic video, let's hop in it now and get on the journey home. This is it, GTR life. Zoom that out. You know what, it's actually nice to be back in the driver's seat of a GTR. And when I got in the driver's seat of this thing last night as I left work, I was like, you know, I thought there's nothing that compares to a GTR. As I was driving home, I was thinking, why the hell have I not just got a GTR? Like, at the minute, I've got this dilemma, what car do I get next? And I have got no idea. I thought by coming here today, I would have concluded something, but I haven't. I did consider going for a newer GTR, but after what just happened on the track, I just think, well, they're mechanically not much different at all. They look obviously a lot better than newer ones, but I think personally these earlier ones serve the purpose and they're a lot less money. So it hasn't helped me conclude what car I want next, but one thing I would say is when you're sat in the driver's seat of a GTR, you pretty much do not want to be anywhere else or in any other car, because they're exceptional. The engine start sound, that's an interesting subject. We'll talk about that in a sec. But yeah, they're in a league of their own, I would say. Not a league above everything else, but just in a league of their own. All right. Tyre pressure warning light, but I've got no flat tyres. Very annoying, but that's all right. Let's get out of this hellhole. Sound. That's what we're going to talk about. So, I know people that have spent thousands of pounds on exhaust systems. This car is currently running stock exhaust. It will have downpipes, of course, because of the level of tuning it's running. So it'll have decapped downpipes, but the rest of the exhaust, I'm pretty sure, is stock, okay? But I know people have spent lots of money on exhaust, and this is going to sound bad, and GTR people out there are going to be like, Cal, how dare you say this? But I think they all sound so bloody similar, despite what brand of exhaust you go for. If anyone wants to come prove me wrong, bring your GTR to Binker and show me the crap with your exhaust. So but they all do sound amazing, don't get me wrong. They sound very unique. They've got a unique sound again over everything else on the roads, but I just don't feel like it's worth spending an absolutely astronomical amount of money on an exhaust system, because that's exactly what they are. They are not cheap. All right, so let me continue to drive around here. Yeah, off-road in the GTR. Let's go this way. What's the chances of that? It's Joe Achilles. What are the chances of that?
Were you out there racing?
Yeah, he was just over there. Good to see you, man. Yeah, I'm alright. Hello, mate. You right, yeah?
I literally moved into the area a week ago, right?
Oh, really?
And I thought I'll come in here because I could hear some cars.
Oh,
so
right.
I parked up here like 2 hours ago, and then he pulls in the A45S, and he's like, "Are you here for BOTB?" I was like, "No, they coming down." Yeah, Archie's on his way, and then I was like,
"You're joking? So you're here not with each other then?"
Completely random. And then,
that is random.
We're all so desperate to get out.
I know. Any opportunity.
Yeah. How are you going anyway?
Yeah. I'm alright. Yeah. I just filmed. I just done a video on the strip, and I thought I'm driving home. I may as well just do another video. Make the most of it.
Yeah.
At being out. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, good to see you, man.
Yeah,
we'll catch up anyway. We'll probably be some car events and that in the summer. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. See you around, man.
Cool. Nice to see you.
Yeah. Cheers, Joe.
See you
later.
See you.
See you later, Archie. Yeah. How mad is that? So by pure coincidence, Joe Achilles is here filming a video, and then another random coincidence, Archie's filming a video with BOTB. So this is like the filming spot. It's a great place to film cars though, for sure. So it's Christian. Hello, mate. Yeah, I'm alright. It's great fun. Great fun. See you later. Bloody yeah, everyone's just desperate to get out of the house and do stuff now, aren't they? So, what was I going to say? Hold on, before we hit the roads, I'm just having a quick look on Litchfield website, and I rate Litchfield, by the way, absolutely rate them. Shout out to Litchfield. Upgrade from a stage 4.25 to a stage 4.5. The cost to do that is £6,740. Wow. And what I'll do is, right now, I'm going to cut to the clip that I was on the racetrack side by side next to the stage 4.25 GTR, and you'll see the performance difference between the two cars. All right, check this out. That is identical. Look, subtle difference. That is with traction control switched off. It is such a sketchy thing to drive. Now, going back to that clip there of me on the track against the stage 4.25 car, what is so strange is what I mentioned earlier. If you jumped in the driver's seat of that car and had a little tear up, and then jumped in the driver's seat of this car and had a little tear up, this car is going to feel so much quicker. Like, it is mad how quick this car feels. I just don't get it. It gives you a completely different perception of speed, and when you look at it on a racetrack, you think, well, there's no point in spending all that extra money. And this is not a Litchfield ad, by the way. I rate so many tuners. We've got bloody pressure light, tyre pressure light, so many good GTR specialists in this country. Auto Talker, another one, Night Racer, they're good guys as well, they're local to me. They're all bloody good. They all offer similar packages. They all know what they're doing. And I just think, if you're going to just look at money, yeah, you're probably not worth spending X amount more to get another 50 or 100 horsepower and then go further again. It's not worth it. But when you drive these cars, they all drive completely different. They're addictive, man. There is nothing like a GTR, I'm telling you now. And if you are a petrol head, and if there's any point in your life that you're in a position where you can afford to buy a GTR, trust me, you need to buy one. Do not start putting yourself off the idea of having one. Start saying, oh yeah, but they're high maintenance, they're expensive to run, and blah, blah, blah. If you're running a high performance, high brake horsepower car, they're all bloody expensive to run. They're all a drain on your pocket. See the back end skipping there, skipping like mad. So yeah, everyone should have one. They're absolutely brilliant cars. Going back to the budget, £30,000. That's the cheapest one on the net at the minute. That car's done at about 80,000 miles, I think, from memory. This car's obviously worth a bit more than that. This is priced at about £35,000, but it's done 45,000 miles and it's got a lot of tuning under the bonnet. But price point is really important, and I think they will probably continue to drop. But despite over the last 12 months, they haven't moved in price at all. I don't think they'll drop a lot less than £25,000 ever, because nothing at any point in time in the market priced the same as a GTR performs better than a GTR. And I think that's where they will always win. If you look at £30,000 as your budget today to buy one of these cars, you are not finding anything better. You can go and buy an F80 M3, which if you've already had a GTR, then that's probably the next thing on the list. But I personally, I was in that position a few years ago. Do I get an F80 M3 or a GTR? I've never had either one of them before, and I chose the GTR, and I absolutely loved it for the whole 2 years I owned it. And even now, I get into one of these cars of the same year. One was a 59 plate car, and I kind of expect that I'm going to be bored, or I expect that I'm not going to be impressed with it. And I am honestly so impressed with these things every time I drive them. This particular car does definitely feel abnormally quick, and I think in real world terms, like as you're driving it around the roads, you know, we do that, don't we? We like to feel the power mid-range. You have a little tear up with a stranger on the road. That is why we buy these cars. We have a bit of fun in them, within reason, without being illegal. We don't end up like that Skoda in a ditch. That's not what we want to do, guys. But we like to have a bit of fun on the roads, yeah? And the more power you've got mid-range, the more fun you're going to have on the road in whatever car you're driving. So is it worth spending that extra money? Of course it bloody is. It just depends if you can afford it. And buying a GTR in 2021, I think if you buy one of these now, over the next 12 months, they're not going to depreciate. I think the used car market is very, very strong at the minute, across the board, not just in GTRs. I think they have depreciated so much now that they ain't got a lot of depreciation left in them. They're 12 years old and they're still £30,000. That is mad. But that's a lot of money. So yeah, I think they are a very, very good thing to buy right now. Obviously, as with any car you buy, the more you spend, the more you get. All right. The facelifts come out in 2011, subtle differences, but it is all very nice. And then later on down the line, 2017, you can get like the new shape. I suppose it is just a facelift again, but it's a nicer looking car. Do I think it's worth it? Back to budget again, isn't it? Of course it is. The more you spend, the better car you get. But can you buy a low budget GTR and have just as many miles per gallon? Absolutely. So I think I'm going to end it here. I am currently heading through Buckingham. I think I've had a brilliant day. I filmed 2 videos. I managed to get this car on my channel. This is currently the fastest car from 20 to 70 mile an hour, which is my random Calvin's Car Diary draggy time speed test. It's legal. It's what we do on the roads, and I'm not breaking any laws. It's quicker than my RS7, and yeah, it's just mega quick. All right, so thought I'd throw that out there as well. Have I missed anything? Probably. I probably have. Yeah, I definitely have. But you know what? I'm warm. I need to get my window down. Can't really do that because I'm gonna feel you lot wind noise.
Hold on, just quickly before you go, one thing I do want to say is most used cars have fully depreciated by year 15. The majority of cars then continue to sink in value thereafter, but then the odd ones do go the other way. And you've only got to look at GTRs historically to know which way the R35 is going to go.
Thanks very much for watching. I hope you liked this video. I hope it's offered you some kind of value. Feel free to ask me questions in the comments below and I will try to answer them. I've had lots of GTRs. One thing I do quickly want to say before I go is I've driven stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, all of them, and they all feel amazing. So whatever you're about to do to your GTR, it's just worth every penny. All right, go get one, go enjoy it, and thank me later. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Again, hit like if you like this video, hit subscribe if you're new to my channel, and oh, he's happy, isn't he? He's got headphones on, can't hear me. Give me a follow on Instagram as well, at Calvin's Car Diary, and I'll see you in my next video. All right, bye.
In the next episode of Diary of a Car Trader, well, this is a little bit different to a GTR. Buy a Land Rover Discovery 5 with an absolutely massive list of spec.